Hey guys, welcome back to the Food Forest. It's May 21st, 2021 and we've had quite a lot of rain this spring, something unusual for us here on Samsø. So I wanted to show you this crazy lushness that is in the food forest right now. It brings me such joy. I think everything is looking so fresh and happy, and the fruit trees are flowering and some are already done. This is almost done. This is an Asian pear and I think it has been so beautiful. Now the leaves are coming out and I think if sometimes I'm thinking that actually the food forest or the garden in all its glory is a painting that I am co-creating with nature every year, and it just makes me so happy. And I think all this planting and shifting and moving stuff around in fall and also sometimes in spring, but especially in fall I try to move things around, is I don't know what it's going to be like. So every year, every spring, the garden is a discovery to see what things are thriving and all these different shapes and shades of green and the flowers and all of that. And it is such a joy to walk around the garden and be surprised by some of the combinations that are happening, that I did not intend, but that are happening intuitively. So this bed, for instance, it's bringing me much joy right now. This is a botanical tulip. They're called Battallini, and I think it's glorious. And this the gray sort of foliage along with the color of the flowers is amazing. And then you have all these different kinds of some geraniums and some malvas and some rumex and some St. John's wort and some other tulips. And in the middle, I hope that this will wake up this chi berry, Chinese mulberry. But the shapes and the colors are really pleasing, I think. And as you can probably see, everything is happy, and that includes the weeds. So the garden is almost overrun by these sticky willies. So I'm going to have to spend, I think, a whole day removing most of these, because otherwise they will take over and cover some of the plants that I want to keep and that I want thriving in the garden. I have been weeding quite a lot, and my mom has been helping me, and a friend of the garden, Monica, has also been helping. So we are slowly uncovering some of the plants that we want growing in the garden. But I think this crazy lushness is really quite amazing. And also the joy of seeing that some of the early flowering trees have been pollinated this year, even though we had a very late frost. So this is an almond tree, bitter almond, and it looks like almost all the flowers have been pollinated. It's probably gonna shed some of them because it can't keep this many, but I'm leaving that to the tree itself. Lots of cherries also I see, and so already the joy of anticipation of delicious fresh berries and produce is amazing. We eat from the garden every day, and it feels totally wonderful to have fresh greens every day. And I must say that I'm excited about all the berries. We are like a fruit freak family. We love berries and fruits. So, but this is another example of a wild bed. I like to mix everything, and I really enjoy this mix of shapes and shades and color. I totally enjoy this. So lots of sweet Sicily and lungwort and good King Henry and some bee plants, and I mean lots of wonderful things. And I enjoy the apple trees so much right now. They are the perfect combination of buds and open flowers. I think that is the most beautiful point of an apple tree. I want to show you these also, Camassia. These are edible flowers, and they are, I did buy a few bulbs, and they are really thriving in the garden, and they are expanding by themselves. So I think it's a wonderful thing. Everything looking healthy, and I love it. I have to show you this last bit. This is full of weeds. We haven't been weeding here. It's a lot of bee plants, a lot of hostas, and I think this apple tree looks amazing and healthy. This is a red belted boskop, and it looks so pleased in that spot. There's a nitrogen fixer right beside it, and lots of food for the pollinators. And hopefully we'll get around to weeding a little bit, and if not, it's still beautiful, and the things that I want growing here are still happy and thriving. So the joy of having had a lot of rain and not a lot of warmth is that we can still do the work, and everything is not coming out all at the same time. So I've enjoyed the spring so much. So thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.